MR5 paintball marker. So hopefully this video comes in handy. It's a bit of a review really. I've used it about 3 or 4 times paintballing. Really happy with it. Normally I have a scope on it. It's a bit of a one-off. It's a bit heavier with the scope on, but anyway, I'm going to leave that off for this. Hopefully my next video I will have it back on, so you know what it looks like. But anyway, so I'm going to start off front to back. So there are a lot of ups with this gun and a couple downs. There we go. So let's start off with the muzzle, top of the gun. So as you can see, if I actually position it, there are 4 cuts. Line it up right, and it looks like that. Now, the main point of a muzzle is to release a lot of the gas pressure before the ball actually leaves the end of the barrel. So, grab a paintball here. So, if I was to say that there was that much gas with my fingers, that much gas going around, the paintball would have a lot of force behind it, so it could go off in any direction quite violently, which I'm seeing with mine at the moment actually, because it's got quite a lot of power to it behind it, about 260, 270 feet per second, or meters, I'm not sure which one, but I'm pretty sure it's feet. So with that, it's quite a lot of force behind it, so say that much gas coming behind it, it's going to go in a lot of directions all around. But the point of the muzzle is to get rid of the gas, so there'd be a lot less gas behind it. This would push it in more of a straight line. It wouldn't curl it off in any direction, maybe as violently. It probably still would do it a little bit, but there we go. So that's the point of the muzzle. In all fairness, I'm not sure if this one actually is designed to get rid of gas, because normally with a flatline barrel you have drills coming back from here, starting about, I would say, 4 inches from the start of the barrel, going down. So I'm not sure if having the muzzle break here is actually going to do anything for it. And it's a bit of an OCD test really, because the design of this is meant to be looking like that. So it'll look like that, but really, when you're turning the barrel, it's always at an angle, like either horizontal or a really strange angle. So it doesn't bother me that much really. It's a bit strange that they designed it in that way, I guess. But anyway, it's just one of those flaws really. So anyway, down to the barrel. If I can zoom you in here, it says M with an arrow underneath it. That stands for magazine. So, when the arrow here on the shroud is lined up with the arrow on the barrel, that means that inside the chamber, this part here, sorry, low battery, but this is going to allow paintballs to get into the receiver. Obviously, it's a dual loading system on this gun, so that means it's hopper here on top, and then magazine on the bottom. So there is going to be another one, which is right there. Obviously, scrolling up, there's magazine, there's an arrow there, which I'll come back to in a second, and then there's an L. That stands for loader, or in most people's case, a hopper. So this is going to go into the top. This is going to be twisted, so it will allow the paintballs to drop into the receiver, so that they can be shot. Just a quick heads up, if this video does cut, then it's my bad. It's low on charge, sorry. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and stick this back in, and then I'll show you about that long arrow. So, flipping this round, I'll take the mag out quickly. So, you can see there's quite a long arrow. It's about 1/3 up in between magazine and loader. So you line those two up pretty well, and then that allows you, if you might have guessed, just to pull the entire barrel back out, which obviously you'll want to be doing during battle. It's really easy. I mean, the switching time is just unbelievable. I mean, I was testing it, it was about 1 to 2 seconds. I mean, you've got your gun here, you're going for the all-out loaders, stick it in. So you got your loader gun, you've got this at all of the close range targets, loads of people taking them out, bang bang bang, and then you got your first strikes in the magazine. This is going to come in handy for the long shots. So all you want to do, one twist, and you're ready. Easy as that. It is really simple. I mean, that probably wasn't even a second. I mean, bang bang bang, bang bang bang. That is just unreal. I mean, that is a really good design. And it's not that difficult to find the arrow either to take the barrel out, but I'm not going to bother with that again. So anyway, moving down to the shroud, I'm going to take this off quickly, make it a little bit easier. Shroud, it is 20mm Picatinny rails on all 4 sides. I mean, this is great for lasers and flashlights, bipods, sights. I mean, it's just great. It fits almost anything, really. There's the pain in the ass is taking it off. You can also take it apart, which is like splitting it in 2, which I haven't done yet, which probably needs a clean. But taking this off, there's one there and one there. You got to unscrew those, but it's a really strange Allen key. I mean, I have a multi-tool there, and I don't even have it, so it's quite strange. But yeah, it's quite a pain in the ass to take off. So anyway, moving down, we have the dual loading system here. So obviously, as I said, we have the hopper, and then we have the mag. It's really good. It's up into 1 chamber. Might be able to see the Venturi bolt there if I switch around. So you can see the Venturi bolt there. That will be in my next video on the dismantling. So you can see that. So as I twist the barrel, you can obviously see that it twists, so that now the hole is facing the hopper. So if I was to put a paintball down there, it would fall straight into the chamber, ready to fire. So there we go. We got the safety mech just on top of the trigger. Then we got the trigger. We got the rail on top, Picatinny rail, same as the one on the shroud, which is quite weird. It's got like the dotted one here, and it's got the lined one here, and it's got the lined one on the side as well. It's quite strange. Another one of those OCD things. As I said, it doesn't bother me. This is on the other side of it. You've got the mag release, so stick the mag in there. All you want to do, hold that in, mag slides out, nice and easy. Other side, we have the grip, which is, I would say, a bit oversized. I mean, it's oversized for a gorilla. I mean, I don't know whose hands they were scaling this on, but my hands are far from small, I would say that. I mean, yeah, it looks comfortable on that side. You don't see my fingers on the other, and it's a completely different story. I mean, the weird thing is, it's made for 2 fingers there, by the looks of it. I mean, it doesn't really look to be a finger there. So, what they're trying to do, by what I can tell, is that, which is seriously uncomfortable. I mean, the last one was uncomfortable, this one is seriously uncomfortable. So the grip's a bit strange. It's not like the Tiberius 9.1, which was really comfortable. It's like a glove around you. This one is just a bit uncomfortable. And then I guess also, this gun is made for woodball and scenario. So a mag-fed gun, you really don't want the hose showing. I mean, that's a bit of a letdown, really. What should be happening is the hose going through the grip instead of up here right behind the mag, which makes it difficult to put the mag in. So I guess with the electric version, the EMR5, which this one isn't, you've got all of the circuit boards and battery in here, so I guess there isn't any space to put a hose going up there. So maybe something to design around. Spyder, if you're watching. I guess I'll go back to the magazine as well. A lot of paint gets onto this. It drips down from the receiver, which is pretty much unavoidable, so there's not really a lot to design around it, but what we can see here is a sort of catch, so that's held forward by a spring, which is so small. I mean, when you take this apart with the 3 screws there, it can fly out. It's happened to me, but fortunately I found it. So it's a bit of a pain in the ass. I mean, you've got to clean the entire thing as well, because a lot of paint gets all the way down to the bottom, and it makes it unable to actually pull the thing back. By the way, it goes down into a notch there, so when you fill it up with paintballs, literally flick to the side, it goes back up. Also, the mag's really difficult to get back into the housing of it. I guess that's due to this bit here, this bit on the top, because it's made to fit into a tiny bit here next to the hose, which again is the problem here. And then it's got another ledge there which stops it again, and then it's got a sort of rail going across there which you can just about see. That makes it a little bit difficult as well. So putting it in is a little bit tricky, so you need a lot of practice with it. So moving down, we have the I guess I can say AR-15 styled pit. Help me out here, guys. Anyway, the AC AR-15 styled pull pin. So nice and easy to use. I only really use one finger on it. Nice and easy to use. Really nice. So set the safety on, pull it back halfway, pull the trigger, and then it's off. It's really nice. I mean, I like that design. It's not on the side, it's not catching anywhere. It's just a nice design to add into it, really, I guess. So I'm going to hurry up here, moving down to the stocks. I'm going really low battery here, guys. It's nice and solid here. I mean, there's no problem there. I mean, this moves all the way through it. It's an adjustable stock, so it moves all the way across it. There's no play there. It's not moving around, it's just solid, which I like. Then we get to this bit. It moves around quite a lot. It makes a lot of noise. So does this part here. It's really flimsy. I mean, the whole stock's made of some sort of plastic, really cheap plastic. The grip on it's not very good either. It doesn't fit your shoulder very well. It's just pretty uncomfortable, really. And normally rifle stocks go across and down, whereas this one goes straight across. So the iron sights for it are really high to counter that, which I don't like. I mean, buying a new stock for this is definitely recommended from me. Spyder, if you're watching, you need to sort the stock out, because that's just awful. But all round, a really nice gun. I mean, money well spent on this. £190 I spent on this. It was fairly new, start of the year 2014. As I said, I've used it. I'm so happy with it. Thank you very much, Spyder. And yeah, if you're looking to get one, I seriously recommend you doing so, because it's just an all-round nice gun. Really proud of it. It always turns heads. Even though I've only been doing paintballing for a year, they always say, fair enough, you got a nice gun. Hopefully you can play as good as your gun, which I'm struggling to do so far. Yeah, get a bit more practice in this year, but yeah, really happy with it. So I hope this helped out, guys. As always, like and subscribe. Really helps me out to know what you think, any improvements, and yeah, till then, cheers.